I'm going to be bringing you the final, possibly final trailer for Pokemon Omega Ruby and Sapphire because I want to jump into the hype too. That was freaking amazing. That was freaking epic. New chapter, new story. I just pray to Game Freak and Nintendo that it is not a DLC. But I kinda, sort of think it is DLC. But regardless, even if it is DLC, even if it's 20 bucks, I'll totally buy it. And I'll show it for you guys. Just because I want to play that extra chapter so badly. That Deoxys, man. I want to fight Deoxys with that Primal Kyogre. That is just way too awesome. So, moving on, we have another excellent Wi-Fi battle. Today we're up against Stefon, and I brought myself pretty unique and tricky team here. Bring back the Moltres. This Moltres did amazing work. And I know you guys are saying I'm packing that overly powerful Latias, but honestly, this Latias didn't really do too much. This Latias, I just wanted to bring it to, use Defog. My Latias is my Defogger, so it's not really supposed to be like a, it's not supposed to hit like a truck, so. Stefon is going to lead off with the Gourgeist, and I'm going to lead off with my Moltres, named Chick-fil-A, Spicy Chick-fil-A. And he's going to frisk me, but that's fine, honestly, don't give a fuck. I'm going to pressure him, he's going to obviously withdraw. He does not want to play any games here, since he does not like both of my stab. He's going to go into Greninja. I expected that, so I went for the Will-O-Wisp, but of course I miss it. So, Will-O-Miss. I'm going to have to switch out because I don't want to get hurt by any water attacks. I'm going to switch into my Ferrothorn to expect any water attacks. Turns out it's going to be a Waterfall, so that's really awesome. It's a physical water attack. So, obviously, Ferrothorn will take it even better, but this Greninja will get hurt by so much recall damage that my Waterfall is not even going to be as problematic as that recall damage. So he's gonna stay, he's gonna go for Ice Beam. Kudos for him, but I'm gonna live at least one Ice Beam, and turns out I live it, not even one, I live it more than, so great opportunity for me to go for a Stealth Rocks. I'm kind of glad I don't get Freeze Hacks. Sometimes I just get the worst Freeze Hacks ever. So he knows he can't do anything now, and rocks are up, so he's gonna send out his Talonflame, and judging by this Talonflame's HP spread, this Talonflame can only live one Stealth Rock, so this is the final switch in for the Talonflame. So I thought he was going to switch out, so I went for a Leech Seed. Doesn't even matter though if he stayed in. Leech Seed is always good on any fucking thing. I mean, except for like, grass types or anything with like magic cards. So I'm going to switch in, expecting like a Flare Blitz, but turns out it's a special attacker, so that's pretty sweet too. But I am Assault Vested Lanturn. Assault Vested Lanturn is coming back, bringing the pain back. That is right, and I'm going to eat up all of that Leech Seed. Yum, 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 and it turns out my opponent's going to switch out, and honestly, I really thought he was going to stay in because, his rocks are up, but at the same time, I thought he might have saved the Talonflame for a Death Fodder, so I'm just gonna go for the Volt Switch. So it's a great play anyways. He did switch out into the Gourgeist, so I do get that nice switch priority. That's pretty freaking sweet. So obviously, I'm just gonna go back into my Chick-fil-A, Moltres, the OG Flaming Bird, so much better than Talonflame. I don't care what my viewers think, I don't care what my opponent thinks. Talonflame is great and all, but you gotta admit, Moltres is just so amazing. And this Moltres is not your average Moltres. If you guys don't know, this is my Will-O-Wisping, roosting Moltres, but I don't even need to use the Will-O-Wisp here because this Gourgeist just goes down to one Flamethrower, which is pretty sweet because I'm not even invested in any special attack, so that is why I'm also carrying the leftovers. So now he's gonna send out the Xerneas, and I can smell it. He's gonna go for the Thunder or Thunderbolt. So I'm gonna switch out, and I'm gonna go. Who am I gonna go to? I'm gonna go into my Lanturn yet again. My Lanturn is just so damn good. It's so funny looking and so cute and so fucking buff. And get that Bolt Absorb and heal 2 HP. That's what it's at. So he's gonna scale by using Protect. Fair enough. I only have attacking moves. I'm gonna go for a Discharge because I want to paralyze this motherfucker. He's gonna go for a Moonblast, but I know I can eat it up, and I take it so nicely. So, however, my special attack is dropped, which really fucking sucks. And I go for a Scald instead because I want to get that burn anyways. But unfortunately, I don't get the burn, and my special attack has dropped. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna switch out. There's no point staying in. Not yet, at least. I can always bring it out later. Out comes my Ferrothorn to eat up the Moonblast really well. If you want to drop my special attack, then so fucking be it. He's gonna switch out, expecting, like, you know, any steel moves, and I do have a steel move. But instead of going for the Gyro Ball, I'm gonna go for the Leech Seed, because anything he wants to switch out is just gonna get Leech Seeded. Anything, unless I miss, of course, but not today. I may miss my Will-O-Wisp, but not my Leech Seeds. Not today, Mewtwo. Now, he comfortably sends out the Mewtwo, so I already know he's gonna go for an Aura Sphere, or, you know, some sort of fighting move. So I know I can probably live one Aura Sphere, but I don't really want to. Instead, I'm just gonna send out my Latias, and gonna eat up any fighting moves. It turns out it's a physical Mewtwo. He's gonna go for a Power Up Punch. That's fine and all, but I take it even if it's a critical, and I'm gonna retaliate back with a Draco Meteor after I get my leftovers. That's right. So, oh god, guys, I'm just so excited for Pokemon Omega Ruby and Sapphire. I can't even narrate anymore. Seeing this Latias, I just think of Mega Latias, and I just think of the overworld flying. So he predicts my Draco Meteor really nicely. Finally, my opponent predicts my moves. I mean, it's very obvious I would go for you know, Dragon moves. So I don't want to get Moon Blasted. Not sure if my Side Shot can even kill his Xerneas or anything, so I'm gonna go back into my Ferrothorn expecting a Moonblast, and he's not gonna go for a Moonblast, he's gonna go for Thunderbolt. Not really sure what he was doing, but you know, I suppose he wanted to fish for paralysis, but I am not getting paralyzed. You may be lucky, Stefon, but you're not that lucky. So out comes a Lucario, kind of expecting it, honestly. This Lucario is the only threat for my Ferrothorn. I missed my Leech Seed, so I mean, I guess my Leech Seed had to miss eventually. So out comes my Chick-fil-A. So I'm just praying this Lucario is in fact a physical Lucario and not a special Lucario. If it is a special Lucario, he might just be able to finish me off. He just might be able to finish me off. So luckily, it's a physical one, or at least, you know, it's a mixed one. So at least it has close combat. But I am physically motherfucking defensive, and I take it so fucking well. So at this point, he went for the close combat, and his defenses are dropped, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna switch out. So instead of using the Flamethrower, the obvious Flamethrower, I'm just gonna go for the Will-O-Wisp to burn whatever he sends out, and he does send out the Greninja, so that's really great. And I do finally land my Will-O-Wisp, and I land it, and this Greninja is finally burned, which is great because we saw that this Greninja does have the waterfall, so if he goes for a waterfall, I actually can live it since he is burned now. But I was like, you know what, why even bother losing a speck of HP when I can just switch into my Ferrothorn and even take it even better, and not to mention he will get that recall damage. But turns out he's gonna go for a double team. That is right, double team. It's pretty freaking sweet to see double team, and it's really funny because he's a normal type now. So, but honestly, my opponent is in no position to be double teaming because he is the ticking time bomb, and he knows that, and he's gonna get the fuck out of here. And he's gonna go into Talonflame, I suppose, to follow her off. Not really, you know, I mean, I guess it's fine. Just gonna see what I'm gonna do, but I mean, it's so obvious. I'm just gonna go for a Gyro Ball, so. Now he's gonna go into Ryu, the Lucario, the Mega Lucario, bringing it back. I'm expecting a close combat yet again, so I'm just having all kinds of deja vu in this battle, man. He's just using the same moves, and I'm just switching it into the same Pokemon, so we're all playing very cautiously, but nothing is cautious. So it turns out he's not gonna go for the close combat. He's gonna take this opportunity to go for the Swords Dance, which is really great because he knew I was gonna switch out my Ferrothorn. So I'm kind of fearing anything now. I'm fearing like Shadow Claw or, you know, Rock Stone Edge, but turns out he's gonna go for Aura Sphere right after he went for Swords Dance. So we know this is a mixed Lucario. I comfortably went for the Will-O-Wisp, just, you know, to burn it, because +2 Mega Lucario is pretty fucking scary. I need to lower his HP, even though I'm pretty sure I could have maybe killed it with a flamethrower, but, you know, in case he did switch out, you know, anything could be burned in his team too, so he's gonna go for a close combat now after getting burned, which is, you know, fine and all. It's probably his best attack anyways, besides the Aura Sphere. But now I'm gonna reveal I do have the Roost, so yeah, my opponent is now completely unable to defeat my spicy Chick-fil-A sandwich. So he's gonna get burned, and there's really no point for him to switch out, honestly. He's gonna go for a Psychic now. That's fine. That is actually his best attack, since I do resist any fighting moves. But I'm gonna go for a Flamethrower now, and of course it's gonna finish off this Mega Lucario. Of course. So there you have it. And now I'm gonna grab a little bit more leftovers back. So Moltres is just doing all kinds of work. If you guys haven't ever thought of using a defensive Will-O-Wisping Roost Moltres, well, you really should. I mean, Arcanine is great and all. Arcanine is wonderful with Will-O-Wisp and Morning Sun, but there is just something, you know, unique about Moltres using Will-O-Wisp and Roost. I just absolutely love it. I mean, I love any Pokemon that can use Roost anyway, so. Out comes my Umbreon, and I take that Psychic, but now he goes for the Aura Sphere, but that's all good. I'm just gonna go throw up a Wish. So if he wants to stay and go for another Aura Sphere, that's fine with me, because I'm sure I can live it. I can probably even live a critical one. So he is gonna stay in, and he's gonna stay in and go for a Power Up Punch, which is great. He's gonna set up now. It's a little bit scary, but I'm just gonna go straight for the attack. That's why I have Payback, not Foul Play, because my Umbreon is different. It's not your average Umbreon. This Umbreon is Curse, Baton Pass, and Payback Umbreon, and it does wonders. And I didn't even have to use it too much for this battle, but I can promise you that this Umbreon is pretty freaking sweet. So out comes the Xerneas. I know he's gonna go for Moonblast. This is my opponent's final and last Pokemon. He has no choice but to go for the Moonblast. It's gonna do quite a decent amount, but I knew I can at least take one. But more importantly, I just want to throw up a Wish so that I can switch out into whatever the fuck I want next and just retaliate this Xerneas. So, obviously I can't live another Moonblast. I am going to have to switch out, and I'm going to switch back into my Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn is doing all kinds of work in this battle. It's really funny to see Ferrothorn as a supporter, you know, finishing off Pokemon. Really awesome. You can't underestimate Ferrothorn. He may be a great Stealth Rocker and Leaf Seeder, but Ferrothorn actually has quite a lot of good moves too to use. So he's gonna go for Thunderbolts now, probably, you know, fishing for paralysis, but I am not getting paralyzed anytime soon. So I'm gonna go for the Gyro Ball, and it just takes out this Xerneas. So pretty freaking sweet. So there you have it. Wait, just kidding. One last Pokemon. So sorry. And he does send out his final Pokemon, the Greninja. He's gonna go for the Protean Dark Pulse, fishing for that flinch. I mean, it is his best attack, and he does get that successful flinch, but that's not quite enough. And he's gonna go for another Dark Pulse. And even if I flinch, the burn will naturally finish off this Greninja. But I don't get flinch, and I successfully finish off this Greninja with that Gyro Ball. So thank you, Stefon, for bringing such an amazing team. There you guys have it. Omega, Ruby, and Sapphire trailer with a battle back-to-back. If you guys like this battle, please be sure to leave that awesome like. Can't stress that enough. Make sure to subscribe. If you guys don't have a YouTube account, well, now is your chance to create one. It only takes literally 20 seconds to create that account. So, thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more X and Y Wi-Fi battles.